Hey, hey, welcome to another lazy Saturday night chat. I'm your host, Glenda, and I am so grateful to each and every each and every single one of you as I almost take out my computer. Let's not knock the computer over, right? I mean, come on now. That's step one. But anyhow, I'm so glad that each of you guys are here. I hope you enjoyed watching what the hens were up to, and those are the Hens of Grace and Fire Live from their chicken run. And if you would like to follow them on Instagram, get your phone out and just take a picture of that. It's a QR code. It'll take you right to the official Hens of Grace and Fire's Instagram page, where it's just silly fun things that is all about the hens, or maybe it's just something to bring a little smile to your day. It's not a teaching thing, it's just something fun that I enjoy doing and connecting with other people over there. I know a lot of people are curious what my hens look like, and maybe what they're up to. So yeah, go ahead and follow the girls there. I'd love to have you come on over and check the page out. And if you like it, subscribe. But anyhow, I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. And before we get started, this is Father's Day weekend. And I just want to give a special shout out to all the dads out there, or even the ones that are like a bonus dad that has just stepped into that role. Thank you so, so much. And happy Father's Day. I hope you are sitting back, relaxing, enjoying your weekend, feeling special, being pampered by your family. And just, I'm sending each and every single one of you guys a big old hug. And thank you for being amazing dads, because we need good, strong dads out there. So thank you to all of our dads and our grandpas too. So I know I had this amazing grandfather that filled the role of dad, and he graduated to heaven, and I think of him all the time. And wow, what an incredible man he was. And also, if you were in the Army, thank you for your service and sacrifice. Happy 250th birthday to the best Army in the world, the U.S. Army. Gosh, 250 years. Wow, wow, wow. So, hope everybody is enjoying the weekend and yeah, all the good things. I know that there's the festivities going on this weekend to help celebrate the Army. And if you get a chance to be part of that, why are you here? You should be out celebrating. Anyhow, I'm just grateful to each and every single one of you guys. Let me see who's in the chat. I did check. Of course, as I always say, Restream misses the first people that come in. And I know that Joey from Joe Fix It For You was first in. So hi, Joey. And then next I saw that Rebecca from Rebecca Touch My Yarn was there. So she was number two. And then next in that I saw was Becky Benton. Hey, Becky, thank you so much for being here. And my beautiful Aunt Lynn is in the chat. She was saying hi to everybody. And I guess my mother is in the chat too. I missed it. So hi, Mama. She's from the official Ann Lynn show. Both her and Aunt Lynn have this wonderful show on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. They're two sisters, two real life sisters. And this week I will be hosting with Aunt Lynn, as my mom has an appointment that she has to go to. So I hope that each of you guys will come over and say hello then. And then next in is the beautiful, beautiful Breezy. Hey, Breezy, she is a family member. And I'm so glad she's here. So, hey, Breezy, I hope you're having a great day where you're at, staying dry. And I know this area has had a lot of rain. I'm thinking you've gotten some too, because you're not too far down the road. And then next in, we had Jesse from Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa. He says, hello, everybody. Hi, Jesse. Hi, Lisa. They will be going live right after me, and I'll make sure I give everybody time to go get a drink, go to the bathroom, because you don't want to miss tonight's live. I'm just putting it out there, you know. And then Aunt Lynn was saying hi to Jesse and Lisa, and Joey was saying hi. Oh, the beautiful Ginger is in the chat. Hey, girly. I'm so glad you're here. I'm hoping that you're staying dry too, because I was thinking you guys might have gotten hit with a ton of rain. So I hope you guys are doing good where you're at. And then she said hi to everybody in the chat. I'm not sure if she's on her computer or not, but that's a hello to everybody just in case. Oh, there's my Xander. Hi, 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 hi. Don't sneak out, because I'm not ready to do the bye thing yet. But hi, 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 hi. That's for Xander, and he's saying hi, 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 hi to everybody in the chat, giving those high fives out. Oh, and then next we had the beautiful Jennifer Ocean Homestead. Hey, Jennifer, thank you so much for being here. She's waving at everybody. Let's see here. And then Aunt Lynn was saying hi to Jennifer. And then Rebecca said, hello, Ginger. And everybody's saying hi to everybody. I love it that you guys are chatting with each other and saying hi to everybody. I know that if you're on your phone, sometimes it's hard to tag people. So I know how that is, and I wish that they would make these things so much more easier to work with, to be able to tag people. Don't you all agree? Because it's like it's easier to do it on a phone, to kind of go hi and then just like hit the at and then the name. It's just so easy. And I wish that the phones would catch up. Let's see here. She said, no, I said, not yet, but the rain is on its way. Oh, girl, we have been getting so much rain. It just feels like the heavens are opened up and just bam, we get slammed with a lot. And I'm not complaining because 2 days ago, I planted 2 blackberry bushes. Well, Sir Grace and I shouldn't say I did it because really, who's the real star here? Anyhow, so we got 2 blackberry bushes into the ground and they needed to be watered. And then I found some more tomato plants that I forgot to plant in the ground. They were the Cherokee purple and the yellow pear tomatoes. Oh, those yellow pear tomatoes. Mm. I could not forget to get those in the ground. So we planted them, and I put them in the ground yesterday, and they all wilted over. And in between rain today, I went out to check on them, and they're all they survived. I didn't have to worry about them dying. So yay! I'm gonna get some Cherokee purple. I missed those last year. I forgot to plant them, so I did the winter seed sowing method and let them wake up naturally that way with the milk jug. And yeah, I forgot to plant those. So they were ready to go in the ground. The yellow cherry tomatoes, I'll tell you what I find that I really like to do with them is, they come in such an abundance, and sometimes it's really hard to keep up with, like eating them, and then you just begging people to take them. So what I did was I sliced the yellow cherry tomatoes in half, and then I put them on a cookie sheet, and I threw them in the freezer, let them freeze, and then I have a food saver bag. So I put like however much Sir Grace and I would need in one meal, I'd put it in a bag, flatten that out, and then suck the air out. Let me just say, I have been using those yellow cherry tomatoes so much, and I'm getting low now. So I need some more for this year to go in my freezer. But I made a 7-layer bean dip night before last, and I put those yellow cherry tomatoes on top, the frozen ones, kind of zapped them in the microwave to get the thawing process started a little bit faster. But I put them on my bean dip, and it tasted just like they came out of the garden. So good. Um, and oh my goodness, I thought, I need more. And then I've been making spaghetti sauce with it, like, just opening it up and just putting it in the pan and sauteing it. So I will be doing more of that this year and having that in the freezer for things that I'm going to bake or cook with. Besides canning, of course, we need to have them, for long-term storage. And then well, right now my freeze dryer is down. So I will be freeze drying more. Don't worry, I'll have more, but um yeah, I'm gonna be freezing more of those yellow cherry tomatoes sliced in half so I can go through the winter months and not have to buy that kind of stuff for baking projects. Yeah. So for those who weren't in Scott's Live yesterday, I shared my little scary moment that happened this week. Um, and it's not the company's fault. So let me make that so clear. The company has been amazing. I can't say enough good things about them. But we had an outlet that shorted, and it is what our Harvest Right freeze dryer is plugged into. And I did share a picture last night. So let me share it with you guys here. We are very grateful that my house didn't burn down. We caught it early enough, but we did have to replace the outlet, and I am working with Harvest Right to get the plug replaced. It's on its way. But this happened this week, and it was quite a scary moment. Um, but I was able to get the freeze dryer shut down in time. We don't think that the freeze dryer was impacted by this. But I did reach out to the company and I'm working with a technician. And as soon as the plug gets in, she's going to work with me via Zoom. So that way we can test to make sure that it didn't burn out the computer system part of it, just to make sure everything's good. It was the outlet, it was not the freeze dryer, but, just proof to kinda never leave things unattended while they're plugged in, and check your outlets to make sure that they're not shorting out, because that's what this is what I think it was, and I've had several people, even people who are working in the electrical field, take a look at it. Do you think it was the machine or do you think it was the outlet? And it's been consistent 100%, even coming from Harvest Right, it's the outlet and I couldn't agree more. So it's been replaced, and thankfully everything shut down, but it's put a pause on this gardening season because I'm waiting on things to come in so I can start freeze drying again. And it's kind of concerning. I'm hoping that the freeze dryer still works. I have some herbs in the freezer right now waiting to go into the freeze dryer. So I'm hoping I can get them in because I this year my focus was to freeze dry as many herbs as I can, to have, so I don't have to go to the store and buy it. And I think it just tastes better when it comes out of the freeze dryer because you're catching that fresh taste when you're cooking. So fingers crossed, right? But they have been an amazing company to work with. I have nothing bad to say. Great company, great company. But anyhow, I saw this comment and I thought, Aunt Lynn, hello, I would like some pizza too. That actually sounds pretty good. What kind of pizza are you having? I'm being nosy because maybe I'm just going to pop over and go, I need my pizza. I'm here for pizza. Let's see here. Xander said, driving, no co-pilot. Hi, 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 hi. So that's for everybody. And oh, Becky's in the house. Hey, Becky. Oh, your phone froze up. Oh no, I'm so sorry. That's no fun. Threw Xander in the lake for texting while driving. Yeah, let's not text and drive. Um, I hope you're being safe, Xander. I don't want you getting into a car accident or anything, so please be safe with that. I know I podcast style when I'm in the car. A lot of times I'll just say, "Hey, I'm getting in the car and listening in," and I'll run you guys through the car, but my phone goes straight in my purse so that way I don't text. So yeah, and sometimes Sir Grace will help me out too if he's with me. I planted champagne cherry tomatoes last year and they were pretty darn good. I have never heard of champagne cherry tomatoes. I'm gonna have to look that one up. That's new to me as a variety. Um, I got my survival seed tomatoes or the seeds in the ground as well, so they should be germinating pretty soon. So hopefully I'll get some of those. And I threw away the package on accident without writing it down, the name of the variety that they sent me. But that's okay. I know exactly where the seeds are at. So when they come up, I'm just going to label them survival seeds, 25 tomatoes. And that's what the variety is going to be called. I don't care. I'm just excited to get the fruit off of it and talk about it and give updates on it. I had so much fun last year um, with the collab. And if you're not part of that collab or you're just kind of curious, just in the search bar, it's hashtag survival seeds 2025. So go check that out. Okay, everybody's saying hi. And there is Jennifer saying hi and sending love. And then, yep. And oh, thank you so much, Jesse, for um, dropping the link. I have had nothing but top-notch customer service from this company from the time that I was investigating, if this was even going to be a possibility to this incident where I think it was the outlet, not the machine. I want to make that super clear. The outlet, not the machine. But they are really helping me out with that. They also offer a layaway program. I know that the cost of a freeze dryer is a lot of money. And personally, Sir Grace and I purchased one using their layaway program. And that's the only way we could pay for it. The only way. We made slow payments and took our time. And then when we got it, it was like, it's finally here. And I love that machine. I absolutely think it's one of the best investments that we've made. Um, And I also know that they sell them at Costco and you can buy the small size, which when I went in, I was talking to one of the employees there and I told them that I had the medium freeze dryer and he said, "Oh," and I said, "I just want to see like what the difference is in it." And what I will say is that the one that they're selling is half the size of the medium. The trays are smaller, but you still get, the same amount of trays. But it's a great starter one. Or if it's just you and your spouse, like personally probably would have started that route if I didn't think about it, how much I'd use it. But now I'm thinking I really need like two machines. But anyhow, it's a great starter one if you're concerned about, um, that huge investment. So Costco sells them. I'm going to say they're right around the $1,600 mark is where they're at, which is not bad. I can't say that's exactly the right amount, but I think it's right around the $1,600 is when I saw it. Um, but it's a great starter one. Of course, they don't have a layaway program at Costco. So if you need the layaway program, go to Harvest Rate. And that was hashtag not sponsored, but a great company that I absolutely love. We planted too many ourselves and plan on canning tons this year. Well, Breezy, I'm here to teach you how to can. If you would like to ever uh, come on over, I would open my kitchen up to you and we could do it together. I have a lot of canners. So, yeah, come on over. Oh, and you're doing pizza too. I think we're going to have pizza for dinner tonight. Everything pizza. Cousin here enjoying it. Excuse me, Bubba's at the house. Um, hey, Bubba, I want some pizza too. No, I think I'll have to order some now. That sounds really good. This might just have to be pizza night for everybody. Yep, pizza night breezy. Oh my goodness, two family members. Maybe I need to be the third one coming in and you know, joining in on this pizza night. It's a good night to do it because when Jesse and Lisa are going live, like that is like the best thing to do. Sit back, have pizza, put your feet up, and watch them. Nightbot, smash that like button. Did you? If you've not smashed that like button, go ahead and smash it. Oh, and they're saying hi to each other. I'm wondering if you guys are in the same room. I'm telling you, that's what Sir Grace and I do. We'll sit across from each other. Hi, Sir Grace. Hi, Glenda. Hi, Sir Grace. Hi, Glenda. And we're like right across from each other. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah, Bubba. Oh my goodness, we need to have Bubba on the show again. If you guys don't know who Bubba is, he is actually my cousin, but he plays a funny character, and we call him Bubba. And it's sure to make you laugh. And he does sing some funny songs, so we may have this conversation. Bubba, if you're listening in, we may have to have this conversation. Or maybe if you're free and you're available, maybe come on to the Ann Lynn show on Wednesday. I mean, I will be in charge of the show, so I'm going to formally invite you, Bubba. Think about it. If you're available, I know you work. Um, and so no big deal if you can't, but I'd love to have you. Oh my goodness, Wanda's in the house. She said, "Hello, Glenda. Hey, girl. I hope you are having a wonderful night where you're at." Um, yeah, thank you so much for being here. But, well, I'm going to give another update. I think it's time to give another update on this Nest Pad. Um, saga or not really saga, but if you guys remember, this is the brand new one, okay? So I product tested these and I gave my update on this last week and I gave you my thoughts about it. Well, what I'm going to say, it is still in our coop and it is still sitting on top of a nest pad similar to this. This is an Aspen nest pad from Eaton um, company. And so it's sitting just like this in the coop. And so let me give an update on that. Since they were switched over to the nest pad underneath of it, no broken eggs all week. Not one broken egg. So if you're going to use these nest pads and you're trying to stretch out the longevity maybe of the aspen nest pads, that might be an option. So I'm curious how long that it'll last like this. Um, Tomorrow, even I know it's Father's Day, but I'm looking at weather relations as to why we're going to do this. Tomorrow is the big chicken coop clean out. It's not the most fun day to do a chicken coop clean out, but I do it once a year. And I we use feed bags inside of the chicken coop, and it I take all the feed bags and I'll staple them up on the walls, just used ones, and then I will line the poop board with them. Well, once a year, all of that comes out. So the idea is to keep it as clean as possible. So I'm not scraping walls with a scraper to get the poo off the walls because, sometimes poop splats. So, anyhow, I know that's kind of gross, but anyhow, so tomorrow is all of the feed bags come off, all of the sand gets sifted and taken out of the coop. We have a place where we put the sand at, so it'll be sifted out, and then I go in and I spray. I don't have it with me. It's really expensive. I bought it 5 years ago, so I don't know what the price is today, but it lasts and lasts and lasts for years. But I use Elector PSP. It helps with the mites inside the coop, and you can also put it on the birds. It's Elector PSP. It's a spinosad, is what it is. No egg withdrawal, but it kills all the mites. So I will mix that up into a 1 gallon bottle, and some of it will go into a sprayer, and what's left, we will be checking birds, and if they have mites, either we'll dip them in it, or we will just take the little sprayer and just gently spray them, not heavy, but like under their wings, which is where they typically live at. So that will all get cleaned out. We use a vodka-based cleaner that I make using lavender and mint to refresh the smell, and then I put new feed bags in and new sand, and that will be when we clean the coop out. And even the nesting area gets a thorough scrub. So I will be putting in fresh new nest pads, and I'll be washing the orange because these are just they get a little bit dirty, so they'll get their little wipe down with the homemade cleaner, and then I'll test to see how long they can last on those nest pads. Now, normally my nest pads last about 6 months, so maybe I can get a year out. I mean, it just really depends on if an egg breaks, because egg breakage happens. For me, it's maybe once every couple of months I'll get an egg that breaks, or maybe a girl thinks that she can eat the egg and then it breaks. That happens too. And maybe it's like once every 2 months with those nest pads. So we'll test it. We'll see how long it takes until I have to replace them. Um, but yeah, let's see here. What did he say? If I was a hen, I would lay an egg on that. Yeah, I think it's kind of clean, but I also do like the nest pads too. And if you're interested in the nest pads, um, Jesse from Lazy Days Ahead has them in his Amazon shop, sorry. And if you get your camera out and QR code that, it'll take you straight to his link. Hashtag not sponsored, but I like to help another fellow YouTuber out. So if you're interested in those nest pads, that's where you can find them. I can't say enough good things about them. If they get a little dirty, I just take them out and I shake them. And my eggs they're clean, other than if it rains and then they've got a little bit of dirt still on their feet from, being in the mud, which does happen. But for the most part, my eggs are really clean, and I attribute that to those nest pads. And even, I mean, we're not having any problems with this with cushion. So, yeah. Let's see here. Xander said, "No, I'm not texting and driving. I pulled over for that. My family will need the largest freeze dryer there is, but it also means rewiring things in the house." Okay, so I've had this question happen with with the outlet. Was the outlet a 20 amp or a 15 amp? According to Harvest Right, the medium and the small requires a 15 amp, which is your standard that's in houses. If you go with a a large or an extra large, then you need a dedicated 20 amp for it. And so mine is a medium. And as far as the outlet and the amp, everything was correct. I did check with that. It just, the outlet frizzled out. It's time to replace it. So I'm glad we caught it. Oh, Carlene's here. Hey, Carlene, I hope you're having a great night and staying dry. I don't know if you've gotten a lot of rain come through there, but um, yeah, I hope things are good. Oh, Lori said, hi, Glenda, and she's waving at everybody. I wish it would actually show the emoji, but I know what you're doing because I know which one that is. So she's saying hi to everybody. So hello, and she said hi to Joe, and hi, oh, let's see here. Wishing I was saying hi to everybody in the chat. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Oh, that's awesome. I love it when you guys talk to one another. I think that's fantastic. Well, I was hoping, I don't know if he's like lurking. So let's see. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. Oh, hang on a second. Randy's here. Hey, Randy, I'm so glad you're here. Hello, chicken lady. I know I'm the crazy chicken lady. I love my girls. I can't help it. I dropped a short um, last night, and it was of Raven, and she got into my garden, which I let my girls run my garden. You know what? I have chickens. I have a garden. I don't mind if they go out in it. Now, they don't get to go out in the garden all the time, but um, I had already called all the girls in for the evening, and Raven was the last one. And I had to kind of like scooch her out of the garden. She was too excited. She was eating some of the weeds, which, hey, I don't mind it. And if you look at it, yes, I have woven ground fabric down, but anywhere there's a little hole, a weed comes up. So the girls were eating on the weeds, and I'm okay with that. But she was enjoying it just a little bit too much that I had to kind of like do the walk of shame with her. And she just looked so cute strutting her stuff as she was having to be let out of the garden. And yeah, if you've not seen that one, go back and check it out. It's just really funny how, like, really, girl, you're like one of the first ones when I called for chick treats. You're one of the first ones, but I think she was just enjoying those weeds just a bit much. But I was done, and the rain was coming at that point. So yeah, so you have to go back and check it out if you've not seen it. But let's see here. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. I see that. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, I'm caught up. All right. So, um, a fellow YouTuber, he actually was on the pop-up live this week when I was coming live from the chicken run. His name is Trip, and his channel's name is Trip Up the Mountain. I put it in the description box of this live. He said, Glenda, I noticed that you give things away from time to time, and I'd like to make a donation. And I said, oh my gosh, that would be so nice of you, or so nice. And I think I can do that. And I was hoping he was here, or maybe even lurking. Trip, or if you're, unless you're driving, don't chat and drive. Maybe you're listening in. But if you can get pulled over and say hi, I'd like for you to say hi so everybody can see, like your channel and all that. But he brought over a donation. It does say 99 cents on it. I think that's what he paid, but they were originally $8 from Williams Sonoma. There's two of them, and they are a pie decorating cutter set. Um, let's see here. So these are sweet little cookie cutters. And thank you so much, Jesse. Yes, go check him out. Um, they're sweet little cookie cutters in this little tin. And let's see here. So here's like a little cherry and a little leaf. You don't have to use these for pie cutting. You can make tiny little cookies with them, or make sweet little doggy treats. That would be cute using this. Or maybe you have a little one in your life and you want to make little cookies that are tiny. That would be like perfect for that. And then let's see if I can get that back in there. These have never been used, to my understanding. But he just wanted to donate these. Okay, I'm struggling to get that back in there. And then there's this other container, and it has the same ones in there. So there's two of them. Since there's two, I might separate these since they're one. Let's see here. One says pumpkin. No, they both are the same. Okay, so we have two of them. So we're going to separate this, and we're going to do two of the cookie cutters, the two winners tonight. And with each of the winners, I only have one set out in front of me, but I'm going to throw in a shopping bag. I'm not going to open it because I will never get it put down nicely in there, but it is brand new. Here's the tag. It's from IKEA. So I'll throw in for each winner a bag, and I will throw in a cell phone holder that has um, the ring on it so you can put it on your keys, and you open it up like that, and you stick your phone in here like this, and you can just watch TV or on your phone, or you can maybe use it for streaming, whatever. So I'll throw in with each one of these, I'll throw in a little extra to go with it. So if you'd like to be included, just type in exclamation TRIPP. So if you could do that now, hopefully that doesn't put me in for it, but type it in just like that, and I'm going to put it up here. So do that, and then I'm going to have Nightbot drop that. Let's see here. Wait a minute, hang on a second. What was the question? Do you know anyone that knows how to make cookie dough? Um, I I do. I make cookie dough. We have a family recipe. Oh, you have that shopping bag and holder. Yes. How do you like it? I'm curious on that. It's, I keep one in my purse. So I was telling Trip was here earlier today, and I was telling him that I like to um keep one, use those shopping bags, and then when I go to the Goodwill bins, I throw all of my items in that, and then I'll throw the whole thing in my washing machine and wash it. Let's see here. What did he say? You will never get those cookie cutters back in that round 10 unless you take a picture of it first. Just saying. Don't ask me how I know. Well, thankfully, I have the other one. And there is a dent in this one, just so you know, whoever gets this one, there is a little dent in there already. But I'll just use that as an example. I'll get it back in there. So I didn't take a picture, but that's okay. So, but we'll get it back in there. I'll get it. It'll get worked out. Let's see. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. Both work great. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. All right. So, let's see here. I want to make sure that I go over here. I have 10 entries. So, let's see here. How many people are here in the chat? So we have 13 people. So I'm going to go ahead. I think we've got everybody. All right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to choose a winner. And let's see here. I'm going to find out who it is. Oh, it is Lori. Lori, hopefully you're in the United States. So if you are, let me know, and I need you to send me your email address to, let me find my email. Let's see, and it will be under here. If you could email me at, let's see, where is my email address? There it is. If you could email me to graceandfire16@gmail.com, I would appreciate it. And congratulations, Lori. So let's see here. Yes, congratulations. And Lori's in the United States. Okay, good. I forgot to say you must be a resident of the United States and US address. So, because I can't afford to ship these over outside of the country. So, yay, congratulations. Congratulations. And then we are going to go ahead and we are going to do it again. So we'll see who the next winner is. And oh my goodness, the winner is Jessie from Lazy Days Ahead. I know how to get a hold of you. Awesome. Well, I'll get those in the mail. Congratulations to both of you guys. And Jesse, I'll prove to you that I can get that back in there. It'll come to you all looking much better than it is right now. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right. Yay. Well, oh, Scott, you just rolled in. Hey, Scott. How are you? Hopefully you're having a good night. I'm thankfully that you showed up, and I'm curious how your event went. I know you we didn't everybody donated, so Scott didn't have to go into jail. Not really jail, but it was a fundraiser that was with the Lions Club, and last night he got all the money he needed, so he made bail, and it was just a great fundraiser. And then he was going to go on to the car show, so I'm curious how that went. Oh, well, welcome in, grow what you want. Thank you for being, or what you eat. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. And you're exhausted. Yeah, I imagine, if you had to break jail, not really, but for a fundraiser, you would be exhausted and then go to a car show and go see all the cool cars. And I imagine that would be a lot of fun. Scott's out of jail. Yes, Scott, that is the news for today. I guess I'm breaking news. I don't know. It was mentioned last night. It looked promising that Scott was not going to be able, or not going into jail. But he broke out of jail today, and I can't wait to hear how that went. And let's see here. So he helped to raise $520. Oh my gosh. And that was just for one person. I know that dollar amount, because there was several other people that were working on raising money for such a good cause. So I'm sure that they did great, and it's going to benefit so many people in your community. And what a cool thing to be part of. Um, Oh, saying hi. No, it was jail, LOL. Yeah, well, we can always say he was in jail. He didn't really break the law. He was doing it for a good reason. But yeah, he broke jail. So now we need to find his mugshot and put it out there, right? And see what it looked like. Was he like, I'm kind of curious. I'll pay if you put him back. Well, I think that opportunity is over now, because I'm sure the Lions Club has closed their fundraiser for the day. But uh, are you sure that isn't a cheap fake that he is out? I know, right? Could that? I don't know. Is he really out? Um, Inquiring minds want to know. And if you guys can find his mugshot, let me know. Send it over to me, because I'm sure he has a really funny mugshot. Or maybe one where he's procrastinating. Let's see here. I was only asked to raise 300. I blew it away. I'd say you did. That is so cool. The Lions Club holds a special spot in my heart. Aunt Lynn will back me up on this one. When my grandfather um, became a pastor, um, they didn't have a building for church, and they started the church in a Lions Club, and that's where grandpa would preach at before they built the building that grandpa preached in for 25 years or so. um, so it holds a special spot. And then um, my oldest kiddo, when she was much younger, she was with them, and they were telling her the story about how the church started, and she called it the Lion's Den. And all the way, like, from that point on, that's what my grandparents laughed about. We were in the Lion's Den starting the church, and not the Lions Club. So it just brought a smile to them. They never made fun of her, but they just thought that was the funniest thing, because yeah, I guess we were in the Lion's Den. And the story goes with it is kind of funny. So anyhow, but it's a really good organization. YouTube can get bail money when you know you're going to do something bad beforehand. LOL. Right. Right. Well, I mean, we know that Scott was trying to get watch hours the other day. He claims that StreamYard locked him out, and well, he went like 5.5 hours or something like that. Oh, he knows I love him. He's my big brother. I'm just so proud of him for doing that. I know we are Air Force, but happy birthday, Army. That's right. Today is the 250th anniversary for the United States Army. And if you served in the Army, thank you for your service and sacrifice. Of course, I always say thank you to our veterans. And, Randy, you hold a special spot in my heart being an airman. Go Big Blue. But today it's about the Army. And I think I'm just really proud of the US Army. I have, it's been said, I have a nephew that has joined the Army, and he is at basic training right now. And so, what a cool time for him to be at basic training during this wonderful celebration. So, yeah, let's see here. Thanks to everyone that donated to the cause. Yes, what a great, great cause it was. And thank you for bringing us into it and helping to support it. It's your local Lions Club, and it helps people in your local community. And I'm so glad that you brought us in with that, and being able to pay it forward. And you know how we feel. So thank you so much. Let's see here. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. That's right. Today is Father's Day. Our weekend, sorry. I always, you don't just get one day. It should be the weekend. And I hope all the dads are enjoying themselves, got their feet up and relaxing, and the family is spoiling them. Um, Poor Sir Grace is going to have to help me clean the chicken. Well, he's not going to clean the chicken coop. He just said he would help me replace the bars in the chicken coop. So we're going to put new 2x4s in, because I don't feel like scrubbing 2x4s, and they're like 3 years old, and I've scrubbed them, and I'm like, let's just chuck them and get a new board. It's only like $5 and we just need one. So we're just we're gonna replace them. Bob's dad was in the Army. Oh, that's awesome. Aunt Lynn was in the Army. Um, so Aunt Lynn, this is your day too. And her husband, cameraman, was in the Army National Guard. My grandfather was in the Army as well. My stepdad, Dave from Dave's Gaming Cave, he was in the Army. We have several generations going back. And I think I have an ancestor that was in the Army. He fought in the Revolutionary War. I was able to trace it all the way back because I am a member of, not active, because I haven't activated in a couple of years, but I'm a member of the DAR. Not active, but yeah, in order to be part of the DAR, you had to find a patriot in your family and proof. And it took me about a year of genealogy work and going back through the generations. And I had a genealogist accompanying me on that one, but he was there, 250 years ago, serving in the Revolutionary War. And yeah, what a history to think about him today. That's pretty cool. Let's see here. And then mine was Navy. Oh, okay, cool. And then, yes, Steve served 31 years in the Army. Go Army. Yep, today's all about the Army. Go Army. And then, yes, happy Father's Day weekend. And mine's out fishing. Oh, that's awesome. And Aunt Lynn was in for the 200th year celebration. Oh my goodness. And now you're here for the 50th, which I think is awesome, which is awesome. Um, yeah, my mom will tell you I was thought about and I was incubating at the time, but I wasn't actually here for the 200th celebration. She laughs about that one. Videos to follow. The car show was amazing. Our award went to the 71 Roadrunner. Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. That's awesome. Um, I love car shows. We have one, just a local in our town from time to time, and it's fun to go see all the cars out and seeing everybody. We have a really cool little town that is on the river, not too far from here. And we've gone to that car show, my husband and I, and enjoyed it. So car shows are a lot of fun to go. check out. One of these days, I'd like to go see the regatta. They on the Ohio River. That would be kind of cool. Uh, oh, you were feeding your face. You were having pizza. I'd like some pizza, please. Pizza. Actually, I think that's what I'm going to order. So that'll be my 15 minutes to get the pizza ordered and go pick it up. Mm-hmm. I think we're having pizza for dinner tonight. Everybody's, yeah, right, right, Xander. What? No sharing, cameraman. And Breezy was eating pizza. Two of my family members are eating three because cameraman's my uncle. Hello, where's my pizza? Hello, Lynn. I thought you were there for the first. Oh goodness, no, not her, but our patriot who served in the Revolutionary War was there for the first one, which I think it's pretty cool because it's actually Aunt Lynn's relative too, because it runs through that side of the family. Um, so yeah, I served three branches of the military. Yes, you sure did. Yes, you sure did. But I have to say, while you served three branches of the military, I know which one's your favorite. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Get the crayons out. He's a crayon-eating Marine, and we love our Marines. Um, but yep, you served in three branches. Well, no, you don't eat crayons. I just like to tease it with you, but you know I love you. Sir Grace was in the chair force. So was Randy, sitting around pushing buttons, sitting in their chairs. That's what the chair force does. And of course, I was a dependopotamus. I don't know if you've ever heard that one, but I was a dependopotamus, um, which means that I sat on my hiney. I got really big, which is kind of true because I gained a lot of weight. I didn't work because I was raising the family, and I was in it for TRICARE. That's the criteria for a dependopotamus. So some things I didn't know that that's what I signed up for, but whatever. I like to laugh about the dependopotamus. We had cauliflower crust pizza. Oh my goodness, that sounds good, Breezy. Domino's has stuffed crust we got the other day. Ooh, that sounds good. Man, y'all are just like giving me some pizza ideas. Um, Salmon on pizza? Let's pause for that one. You love salmon on pizza? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. Uh, Now, I will say, when we lived in Idaho, we used to fish on the Snake River, and they had freshwater salmon. And now I hate fish. True story. I'm not a fish person. Now, other than tuna, I like tuna. And um, Sir Grace would, but I like fishing. I like going out and doing that. But Sir Grace and I would go get salmon, and and we haven't done this in years, but how he cooked his salmon was so good. He put it on the grill and he'd smoke it. And oh my gosh, it was so good. And I fell in love with salmon that day, the first time he did it. And so I will eat it, but he has to cook it, but it's been years. And it had to be in the salmon that we got out of the Snake River. Yep, they are next. They sure are. So if you guys need to get your phones out and order your pizzas, you might want to start doing that now. But no salmon pizza. I love you, Aunt Lynn. My mother's side of the family has someone in the military since the Mayflower up until Korea. Well, more than likely, well, say you could probably be part of the Sons of the American Revolution. Because if you have somebody that far back, yeah, definitely, United States Marine Corps. Hoorah! Of course, I can't do it. I'm just the dependopotamus, which is for all branches of the military. I think that funny. It's such a funny name to be called. The military spouse, a dependopotamus. We depend on our service member. Mm-mm. When Sir Grace was deployed, I didn't have anybody to depend on. And let me tell you, I'll be honest, I learned how to take a dryer apart, to clean it, and to dig out the military ID that your kid did not take out of their pocket. hmm And let's see here, I learned how to take apart a washing machine. There's no depending on your service member when they're gone. So this thing about a dependopotamus, you can't call them and go, oh, it broke, because everything breaks when they go away on deployments. So there ain't no depending on your service member at that point. So, but I just laugh about the dependopotamus. I think it's funny. The yellow ones taste like lemon. Not. Let's see here. Steve was a medic, a mortuary affairs, and a recruiter. Wow. Wow. What a great run with the military that he had. Sir Grace worked in the operating room, and that's where he was at. There became an age gap with the Korean War in the next one. Then after that, a bunch of the family moved around. So no one went into the military at all. And the rest of the kids are from my mother's side. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Let me put it this way. My sister's kids are spoiled, but they will at least go into the military if they will take them. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I have a nephew right now doing basic training. And as his auntie, I couldn't be more proud of him. I cannot wait for him to come home and to tell me his basic training stories. Um, the funniest one I've ever heard basic training story wise was with Jesse taking him to Fort Knox because that's where he did basic at. And I honest to gosh wish I could have recorded it. It is a federal offense to record on a military installation. So I didn't get my phone out and I didn't record. But you have to just trust me, that was so much fun, and every time I go to Fort Knox now, I'm thinking of Jesse's stories. I mean, he that's how much he impressed that on me. So now I can't wait to hear my nephews, but I'll have to wait for him, to get at least 20 years under him and maybe take him back to where he's at and say, "Okay, now tell me what happened here. What happened there? Because I wanna know. I wanna know. Jesse, you set the bar high for the fun story." Just saying. Oh, yep. Hey, hey, and then, my grandfather, great-grandfather, and many uncles were servicemen. Oh, that's so awesome. I have an uncle, that is buried in the same cemetery over in Normandy as General Patton, and, yeah, it's pretty cool to say, and someday I'd love to go over there and see it. Oh, it's not. Oh, take them. Wait a minute. Dumb. I'm okay. What was the other thing you were saying? Let me go back up here. I hate whenever you run out of space and you can't write. Oh, okay. So let's see here. You can, yes, I can register as a son of the revolution. My three sisters did. The daughters, they weren't very happy with the group, the ladies in that. Oh, I enjoyed. I was part of a really awesome group of ladies. If they're interested, see if there's another one in the area because ours we have two chapters. And I've met people from the other chapter, and both of them are really awesome. I can't say enough good things, excuse me, about them and their mission and how that they help the community. The only reason why I'm not active is because I'm full-time caregiver for Sir Grace, and that kind of got in the way. But um, if I didn't have all that, I would be active with them. So it's more of a personal thing than it is with them. They're amazing. And then in DC, I met I don't remember her title. She's the lady that's over the entire state of Idaho for the Daughters of the American Revolution. I met her at a gala in Washington, D.C., and we chatted for a while. And nice lady. And so I wish she said something about that I could be an honorary member of their chapter if I ever wanted to reactivate my membership with my local one, but I could be an honorary within Idaho. And maybe one day I'll take that up and do it because I used to live in Idaho. Um, let's see. I can't go far back, Xander. It came from the Navy for 2 or 3 generations. Oh, yeah, I was getting ready to say, what Xander said, but hang on a second. Steve is a member of the Sons of the Confederate Veterans. Oh, wow. That's cool. That's cool. So he had to do his genealogy too. I think it's really neat, and I think it's important that we all take a moment and go back through our, ancestry and see, what the history was and where did we come from. It's really fascinating. It takes digging, which is what I was getting ready to say, Lori. It took me a year to go back. And I have a lot of my family. I've been doing ancestry since 2001, but it still took me a year to go back to find a patriot. And I did have a genealogist kind of walk through, and we had to kind of get through some of the muddiness of it in the family. There were some documents that were incorrect. And so we had to kind of straighten that stuff out and really just kind of kind of work through it. But you have to confirm that you have a Patriot. But it does takes a lot of work at it. And I would recommend, if you're interested, if you could possibly have somebody that was a Patriot, to hook up with a genealogist that has been doing this even more, and let them help you see things, and look through it. It's because it can get muddy. Um, hey y'all, I'm sorry I'm late. No, you're not late. You're right on time. Thank you so much for being here, Cynthia. And then, yeah, I know. Um, Fort Knox is loaded with good and bad memories. Well, I have to say, uh, you have a lot of good memories, because there were some funny things like that you were talking about. And I think if you ever get a chance to, be with Jesse and get to hear about his Fort Knox days and be with him, I highly recommend it, but you can't film it because it's a federal offense. We have items from some of the generations, they have names on them and help. Oh, wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. Before we go, happy Father's Day. Enjoy your day. Yes, yes, yes. Wishing all the Father's Day a happy Father's Day. And sister and I are very similar. Yes. Um, to all, thank you for happy Father's Day. And I have my ancestry from both sides of the family going back to early 1800. Oh, that's awesome. Um, I have an ancestor that I found through my paternal side of the family that was a knight in England, and he was buried 15 minutes from where I lived at. And I didn't find this out till recently. If I had known, I would have gone to the church where he was buried at to pay my respects. Not because of the knight stuff, but because, how cool is that? I had traced him back, and I wish I had known. But can you imagine? I was in England. I found a knight in England buried 15 minutes from where I lived at. Isn't that crazy? Yep, the Knox days. Yep, and I go there from time to time. I call that my pilgrimage to the commissary. So, yeah, and to the PX. But anyhow, okay, you guys, it is almost time for Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa to go live. I know Jesse has dropped the link. Make sure you go over there, because tonight it's the wheel night, and you have 15 minutes to order your pizzas and go to the bathroom, grab a drink if you so want. If you want, pizza, of course, but I think I'm getting ready to order my pizza. Hey, you guys, on Tuesday, I need everybody to come on over for Talk About It Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is Karma's show, but she has graciously added me on as a co-host, where we talk about all the things on our hearts, and tacos are not included, but we would love to have you on Tuesday night to join us. And I also need to make an announcement that I will not be live next weekend. It is Sir Grace's birthday, and I'm going to take the weekend off to celebrate Sir Grace and all that it is. So I will not be live Saturday night for that. But I may do some pop up live, so stay tuned. I've been doing them, hanging out with the chickens. And if you catch it, come on in and ask all your chicken questions, because I'm not an expert, but I'm an expert with my poultry, and I'll tell you what I know. Anyhow, you guys, I'm going to let you go. Have a great weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the wonderful fathers out there. You guys are the best. We need more good fathers in the world. And I hope that you guys are being pampered and loved on. Be kind to somebody. You don't know what they're going through. And we will see you guys next week, or sorry, 2 weeks from now.